Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome to another RebelScum.com video. And today we are discussing the toys of Star Wars Infinities. Now, just real quick, in case you guys don't know what Star Wars Infinities is, it's basically Dark Horse's equivalent to Marvel's What If, but for Star Wars. Now, rather than having a series of just one-shot stories, Infinities actually did a series of four-part stories. So the first one was an alternate take on A New Hope. The second one was an alternate take on Empire Strikes Back. And the third one was an alternate take on Return of the Jedi. Now, I kind of wish that they went forward with more of these, maybe did alternate takes on Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. I think that would have been cool if it had survived up to Disney, maybe Disney picking it up and doing more Infinities, since they are doing non-canon stories in the Marvel comics right now. They're doing their adventure stories. I think it would have been really cool if maybe they continue to do that, or maybe we'll see some kind of revitalization of it in the form of a Marvel's What If, because now that Marvel writes for Star Wars, as far as the comics are concerned, it would be really cool to see them take that What If path with Star Wars. Now that What If is back into the forefront in people's minds again, even those who don't read comics, with the hit Disney Plus series, Marvel's What If. Infinities was really cool. Unfortunately, there are not very many toys for Infinities. There are 4 3/4 scale toys. This is it. This is all of the toys for Star Wars Infinities. We have a comic pack here featuring from the Infinities of Empire Strikes Back, and then we have the second comic pack here with the Infinities featuring from Return of the Jedi. There wasn't one, unfortunately, for A New Hope. I think that would have been really cool. You'll notice both comic packs feature a version of Leia and Vader. None of the Infinities, in case you guys haven't been reading the articles, none of the Infinities are sequels of each other. They all take on story paths of their own. They're all kind of what if situations from that point in time, from the start of wherever that film would have started in time, or wherever they pick up where they start in their story. So, for example, the first Star Wars Infinities picks up during the Battle of Yavin, right when Luke is about to make that final blast, throw his proton torpedoes into the exhaust port of the Death Star. Well, they don't destroy the Death Star. They damage it, but they don't destroy the Death Star. And then consequences unfold for that. The Rebel base is destroyed by the Death Star. Not all in one blast, but, well, the Rebel base is, but not the whole planet. Or moon, I guess. Because Yavin 4 is a moon, not a planet, technically. No, the Rebel base is destroyed, but not the whole planet all in one blast. They actually had to do multiple blasts. And then there is fallout from that. The Rebel Alliance is actually destroyed. The Death Star is actually renamed the Justice Star, which is pretty funny. And Leia is captured, not executed, but turned to the dark side by Vader, which is also really cool. So I kind of wish we got a third comic pack, again featuring Leia, but dark side Leia. Maybe not so much with another Vader figure like these other two featured, but rather with a Luke facing off against Leia, because there was a very Return of the Jedi kind of style duel between Leia and Luke at the end of the first Infinities. It's just kind of a shame that we got 2 comic packs out of the 3 stories, and there's only one story that got left out. I also would very much love to see characters from Infinities be brought into Black Series at some point, now that Hasbro's doing Black Series figures. What's really cool about the second comic pack, now that we talked about the first Infinities not getting a comic pack, is this one features where basically Luke is dying and instructs Leia to go to Dagobah in his stead. So Leia follows his wishes and goes to Dagobah and starts training and becomes a Jedi. While she's training, Vader actually tracks them down on Dagobah and goes to Dagobah himself. So this is actually Vader as he appears in the comic. However, this twisted version of Vader is Yoda manipulating him, doing this crazy Force mind trick that makes him see and go through this weird force vision, and that's how he appears. This figure actually has, I wish they featured it on the packaging, this figure actually has a removable helmet, and underneath is a Anakin head, not a Sebastian Shaw burnt and mutilated Anakin head. This is a more Hayden Christensen inspired Anakin head with his hair all combed back. It actually looks really good. And I wish they focused on that with this comic pack. These figures are fully articulated. Leia has a nice blue lightsaber of its own design. I like her robe design. It looks very cool, very Leia Jedi inspired. I love that. Over here, this is the second comic pack that they did. This one features that Leia ended up at the end of the story going to the Death Star with Luke, not without Luke. She didn't stay on Endor. She actually went up together, and they both faced down Vader, and both ended up actually successfully turning Vader to the light together, and Vader helped fight Palpatine. Now, Palpatine doesn't die at the end of this story. He actually escapes, so Vader ends up joining the rebellion, which is why we have Vader the White here in this comic, which was also very, very cool. And again, I would love to see these figures, honestly, all four of these figures get a feature in Black Series at some point, as well as some of the other characters from the Infinities stories. Not really so much new characters, but characters just seen in a different light with some tweaked outfits, just making their way back into figure form later on. I think that would have been really, really cool. And honestly, I feel, especially with the first one, that we got robbed in the sense that we just didn't get any figures from that. I mean, granted, it would have been another Leia most likely. I mean, they just kept doing Leia and Vader, as you can see, but it still would have been really cool. And again, seeing these in Black Series form in 6-inch scale would have been very cool. Now that we know Hasbro's willing to do current and non-canon characters in Black Series form, it just would be really nice to see these make it there too. What did you think? Do you like Infinities? I thought Infinities is cool. I hope that maybe it comes back, or maybe just Marvel themselves tweak it and just do Star Wars What If in the future. I really like the what if scenarios that Infinities brought to the table when Dark Horse was writing Star Wars comics, and I want to see more of that. So do you guys want to see more of that? Are you guys wanting to see some of these characters in Black Series also? What are some characters you would have rather seen in these packs instead of Leia and Vader twice? What would you have done for the comic pack for the first Infinities since it didn't get any figures? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on social media. Check out rebelscum.com for daily new content. And that's it for today, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.